Hi everybody and welcome back to another speed build. Today we are doing a build inspired by a house I found during pandemic scrolling on Zillow. So I picked a different location. So last time I did this, I did Las Vegas, and this time I did Maine. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Maine, I'm actually a little bit familiar with it. There's multiple points where you can get into Canada. But where I searched was a little town called Madawaska. Madawaska is in the tippity top of Maine. And it is the absolute sticks. I wanted to go there once as an adult. And I looked up where the nearest Dunkin' on this side of the border was. And it was going to be a 40-minute drive to the nearest Dunkin'. So, yes. And it is just completely in the sticks. And a lot of my family comes from that particular town. And in fact, when I was a kid, my parents used to take me during February break up to Madawaska so that we can go ice fishing. I have some fond memories. There's these little cabins that they put on the top over the ice once it's like cold enough to be frozen. And they drill a rectangle and you sit in this cabin and you do something called jigging, which is where you fish, but instead of just leaving your line in, you like bounce it up and down. So me and my mom would do that, but because I was an absolute klutz as a child, she did not trust me at all in this cabin. So she would tie a rope around me because if she didn't and I fell in, I was going to be gone. So she would tie this rope around me and I never fell in, thankfully. But it's a really cool memory because the water looks really green and then the fish look black. And it was really cool. I also was allowed to drive a snowmobile once with a big guy behind me. So like I wasn't alone on the snowmobile at the age of like 6 or 7, however old I was. But somehow I managed to just like tip us over. Yeah. So fun times. Oh, there's another story too. We were up and somebody's husky came and stole one of our fish. And later the husky's owner comes by with the fish to basically be like, my dog ate your fish. Yes. So that's fun. Super pretty area. Highly recommend if you're into, just being in the sticks and not being around civilization. Don't go in the winter. Unless you like the snow. Like, I would choose not to go in the winter. I would choose to go in the summer where it's like 60 degrees as the average high because it is so far north. But you don't actually drive on the pavement in the winter up there. You actually just drive on packed snow because there's so much snow. So, and it's literally across the bridge from Canada. But it is literally the farthest north you can go. So anyway, I went off on a slight tangent there. I apologize. But, so I found this house in Madawaska, Maine on Zillow. And I thought it was really cute. And I thought it really, it spoke to me of New England. So what I ended up doing is taking some inspiration from it. It's not an exact replica because that would be too easy. But I did take a good amount of inspiration on the exterior. The actual house has more bedrooms than I was able to accommodate, but I figured it out. It's fine. I did a lot of fiddling, I'm sure you saw, with the upstairs that now isn't. So part of this house that amuses me greatly is the master ensuite bathroom. It's a gorgeous house, but it has this ensuite bathroom that has a jacuzzi. And in this bathroom, they have bright red wainscoting. Bright red. And then around the jacuzzi, it is framed in bright red wood. Like, the thing is so bright red. And I love it. I would hate to live there because of just that one feature. Like, if I ever had to buy a house like that, it would be changed immediately. But it's a look. So it's very interesting. And I really, really enjoyed that in this house. So, yes. And this is actually being built in Brindleton Bay, because I feel Brindleton Bay, just because it's so watery with the ocean, like, ignore the cats and dogs for a second, but just like the pure what it is, does really remind me of New England and the coast, really any coastal area, but just New England in general. It just really kind of speaks to me. So I built this house here, and I built it for a teacher and a lawyer, lesbian couple, who just spent a good amount of their money adopting their daughter. And they only had about $35,000 to buy and decorate this beautiful home. So I liked that idea. And I definitely think I may have slightly mismanaged funds, just a smidge. Because by the end, I had no more decorating I could do, and I wanted to do more, but that's okay. I'm also getting a little bit better at the, the terrain paint. So, all in, I think it came out pretty good. I do feel like it is well decorated. It could use a little bit more oomph, but that's something that as they save up some more money, they can just, add some things. But overall, I do think it came out lovely. And it is on the gallery if you are interested in downloading it. I will put the name I'm under in the gallery in the description bar below. So yes, I hope you've enjoyed this speed build. I am going to hop off the recording now because the screenshots are about to pop up. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.